my god, this is going to be amazing. Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to I Found Mods. It is time for me to scan everything in the immediate area, and it is going to be beautiful. I'm not finding anything to scan, admittedly, but you know what? Whatever, we'll get it. Okay, so apparently there are mods for this game. There have been mods for this game since the demo, and now I have them, and now they're amazing. Also, I should probably mention at the beginning of the video, please stop telling me about more efficient mining. I'm aware of it. I just don't care. You know why? Because I'm going to be largely switching away from mining in general, as it is, well, actually no. I'm not going to be switching away from mining in general. I'm going to be switching over to a specific modded mine that never runs out, but also is less efficient. That way I don't have to come back and manage it ever, and just leave it and walk away. Easy peasy. Is it the best way of doing things? No, probably not. Is it going to be the way I'm doing things? Absolutely yes. I love mods. Mods are very much kind of that thing that it's just like, hey, play the way you want to play. And there's something about that that's really attractive to me. I think so much of this boils down to...
It appears that this life form contains large amounts of hazonite in crystallized form. If we can gather more samples of this species, we could learn how to obtain larger quantities of hazonite to craft better equipment and weapons.
Okay, there we go. Back in the day, I was a very avid player of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. That said, I'm absolutely shit at it. The reason being, I've only ever played Tony Hawk's Pro Skater with Moon Gravity, because that's my preferred way of playing the game. Always has been. Let's see. Anything else over here? I'm just going to be very thorough at this point. Oh. Didn't realize I was done. But yeah, I absolutely adored Moon Gravity. I thought it was such a fun way of playing Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, just because you could do sick shit all the time and not have to worry generally about making mistakes. There was a version that gave you, made it so like you could manual endlessly without having to worry about a dang thing. And it was really pleasant. I liked it a lot. And so that's how I learned how to play Tony Hawk Pro Skater. And, you know, I had some friends that were very much like, no, you need to play this the manual way. Like, really learn how to do it right. And I'm like, I could just have fun. I mean, it's fun for you. I respect and sympathize with that in equal measure. But at the same time, I don't know, there's just something fun about it. So whenever I play a game and I discover it has mods, even if it breaks everything, I just, like, immediately want to give it a shot just because. Okay, I should probably kill these guys. More so than Big Stompus. Because Big Stompus is not a consistent threat to me. Should probably check to see if I can scan him. Alright, there we go. Alright, can I scan any of these guys? Nope. There's some guys back here I can scan. There we go. But yeah, this mod, I would actually say is kind of a must. I almost feel like this should be an accessibility setting. How long do you want to scan things? Like, same thing with the dowsing rods. How long do I actually want to douse? The answer is, I don't actually. It's not something of any real tangible interest to me. These guys were off map. Good to know. Okay, but yeah, this way I can scan the whole dang map really quickly, find everything I need, clear it all out, turn it into my resource gathering super paradise, and then never come back here again. Probably. We'll see. This might take a couple of tries. Nope. It's this. There we go. Yeah, the other thing is I want to grab these. Because these actually have something really useful. Ow. Oh, there's a rock dude that is pissed at me. That's been shooting at me probably for a little while and I didn't even notice. Well, that's okay. It's dead. And we get more more mods. Yep. Ain't done yet. There we go. Yeah, because I've heard there's actually a couple of incredibly cool pieces of tech that you can find from these. I've unlocked a unique item. Green! That's some... that's some... Either, like, almost like a strange Earthbound style game. Or Sesame Street. You know, that'd actually be really interesting. A game to some degree where it starts out black and white. And over the course of the game, you actually straight up unlock the other colors. Partly as a... I don't want to say like an awareness of like what it is like to potentially be colorblind. Though that would be really cool in its own way. A video game specifically made from the perspective of a colorblind character. I don't know if this would be necessarily socially acceptable, but I'd find it fascinating as a person that is, you know, perfectly capable in my own right of seeing every color to my knowledge. That came out as maybe a little bit dismissive. I don't mean it in that way, but it's like I've always wanted to know what it actually looks like to be colorblind, because I thought I was colorblind for at least a couple years, because a dumb child that I was.
Wind power. This may affect our wind turbines.
Stupid child that I was, when I was younger, I specifically wanted glasses. I wanted glasses, like, pretty badly, because I thought they were cool. My brother had glasses,
This will affect
and
wind turbine power generation.
the thing about me and my brother is that I was always first for pretty much everything. And it wasn't a competition so much, but it was very strange for me not to be the test child. For everything. So glasses specifically. Normally I was the test child for, you know, going out on field trips. You know, so I do the field trip where my brother would stay home. Or, I mean, I was also just 20 months older, so it was easier for me to do the test for everything. But over the course of our lives, my brother got to do a couple of things that I didn't, and I was always super jealous because I wanted to do them, and I never got the opportunity to do so, or, you know, I was the second person to it. Which really mostly wasn't a big deal, but, you know, I think some part of me was still psychologically affected by it. So he got to do gymnastics for a little while, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever, and I really wanted to do gymnastics myself.
Wind currents are returning back to regular
But no
strength.
dice.
Wind turbine power production is returning
He also
to
only did
normal
gymnastics for a bit, and by all accounts, it wasn't actually very good. At least, you know, for 4 to 6 year old little brother. And then the other one was he got glasses like a year before I did, and so I went to the eye doctors and did not know how to specifically cheat the system that would guarantee that I would get glasses. Now, mind you, I didn't need glasses at the time. Now I do. And it turns out I probably did need the glasses. Just not quite yet. But I lied on the eye doctor appointment thing. You know, the color blindness test. I pretended to get it wrong, thinking, oh, well, this is... Because I didn't know it was color blindness. I didn't put 2 and 2 together. I had no idea. And so I lied on it, and I was just like, yeah, I can't see the numbers. Because I was thinking, it's like, yeah, you know, if I lie about this, maybe I'll get glasses. Because, again, stupid child. And I was wrong. In fact, it very much was for color blindness. And so the eye doctor says to my mother, like, hey, you know, your kid might be colorblind. And my mom's like, well, maybe. You know, would have expected to see the signs at this point, but, you know, I was only, what, 10, 11 at the time? You know, could have just flown under the radar for a while. Let's see. You know, who knows? There we go. Scan the mudmen. Scan the mudmen. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, what else do we get around here? More critters. I gotta remember to scan even these guys, because it does give me extra resources. I don't think it gets me too much. But I'll take whatever I can get. Let's see. But one of the things was, I knew one or two of my uncles were colorblind. And despite the fact that I was kind of, you know, wildly uninformed about this sort of thing, I knew specifically that it was one of my uncles on my mother's side, and I knew that colorblindness is oftentimes specifically I think it's an X chromosome thing. That, you know, generally the way you tell is based on your, like, your mother's siblings? I think that's how it works. Once again, I am not nearly as informed as I used to be because I wasn't interested, but somehow I'd picked up this factoid, and so it really supported the theory that I was colorblind, and I thought I was for way longer, and then at some point I realized, you know, talking to somebody that was colorblind, no, I'm not, but at that point everybody thought I was colorblind, and so I already had kind of this reflex of maintaining the lie. Not necessarily because I wanted to, but because, you know, I didn't want to be known for the kid that lied about being colorblind. And so the trick for me was to, you know, hopefully just not perpetuate it into the places I've moved, but, you know, old habits die hard. Eventually, the only person I think I ever admitted it to was specifically my partner. And then everybody else just did not know me from that period of time, so it's kind of easy to just be like, yeah, no. And just hope everybody's kind of forgotten. If I do run into anybody that I used to know, for the most part. Ow. Whatever that was exploded. But I think ever since I've been really curious about what it looks like. So sometimes when I'm playing a video game and there's like a color blindness filter, I'll turn it on and just, you know, try and look around a little bit. And just be like, wow, this is completely different, I think. But I have no idea if that's actually what it looks like or not. And I'd love to see a video game made from that perspective. You know, to show what it would be like to be boils down to, like, just raw curiosity, regardless of whether or not it's necessarily a good thing. But I don't know. Okay, so I've pissed off a lot of things here. Before I killed whatever. Yeah, we got a couple of Invisid dudes in there. Interesting enough, half the big dudes in the area just don't care. But these guys might actually be pretty docile up until they get mad. Probably gotta try the hammer at some point. I love this spear. Oh, is this just a regular spear, though? Oh, no. It actually does do a ton of damage. Here. Let's go into this for a hot second. So my spear is blue. Do we have... No. We don't. We do have the purple sword if I wanted to do it. There's also the hammer, which I'm really curious about. How are we doing on research? A lot of things. Spear. And I might as well grab the next level of hammer. Don't care about a lot of this stuff. The instant repair and the mines might be good. I do use them. That is really good. Let's see. Anything else? No, because I think I've got to upgrade headquarters level 6 to unlock. Headquarters level 5 to be built. Oh, but we can get the next level of carbonium synthesizer. That's big. Let's see, what else can I get? Oh, we can actually start researching titanium mining. That's nice. What else is this? It's just water. Which actually, in retrospect, we do need. Alright, that's gonna take 15 minutes. Shouldn't be too bad. I don't know. Let's grab a purple sword. I can maybe pair it with a spear. Because I think I don't like the nuke as much. Or do I? No, the nuke is good.
Warning! Hostile creatures creatures are closing in on our base. Prepare for an attack.
Okay. Well, that was quick. What did I get out of this? Damage over time. Looks like. Alright. Well, I guess I should get back here and just add a couple of layers of defense. Oh. Somebody had said if you did middle click would specifically make it so that the, you could set whatever the permanent upgrade level is for them. Maybe you can. I don't know. I should probably look a number of these things up. I've just been kind of lazy. Wonder if there's a mod that will also make it work. Okay. That should be good. I don't know if I'm gonna get attacked on this, but I figure having just a small supply of guns, kind of ready and raring to go, along these sections, seems like a good idea. What else do we have that I can upgrade? Oh. A couple of my windmills. The rest of this is good. Did this get destroyed, or did I just never build that? I have no idea. I'm really looking forward to coming back to this game in like a couple of years once they've added co-op. Because I feel like there's going to be some really interesting things that you can do with it. I'm just gonna get a shockwave tower there. I think we'll be fine.
Enemy creatures are closing in. Get ready to fight.
Around here. Oh, the shockwave tower does not have power. I'll just put it there. I don't actually know how useful or effective the shockwave tower is. Because I think the other guns that I have just in the area is good enough. So how are we doing on ammunition? Oh, we're doing beautifully. I'll have to upgrade that at some point too, but that can be for later. Yeah, this repair thing is good enough. Can I upgrade this? No, because I need uranium. That's going to be something we want to specifically focus on for today. Okay. Good stuff. There we go. I just wanted to get that purple mod while it was still there. There are a lot of enemies coming in. This area is doing fine. Now, I probably shouldn't be out here. Just because there's some amount of danger for me. Oh, can I scan any of these guys? Yeah. That's honestly more valuable to me. Look at all these resources. Damn. That's honestly almost more valuable to me than anything else. Whoops. Not in the goo. There we go. Yeah, this area got an amount. Alright, one way or another, let's go back up here. I realize that we're just kind of clearing a map and this is not the most interesting thing, but at the same time, nuke. He died. Let's switch back to the guns. There we go. These two guns are generally preferred. I want to get that next level of armory if I can. Holy shit. Also, look at the amount of water here. Yeah, this is going to be a region that I actually want to go pretty aggressively on expanding through. My thoughts are, if I can take this amount of water, we can potentially make a ton of cultivators and harvesters, and grow a lot of the resources we might have to, well, we'd have to mine elsewhere. Maybe. I'm not actually sold on whether or not this is necessary, or if I can really just kind of float through the game largely without a lot of these resources on hand. There we go. Yeah, can you imagine how much longer this would have taken? With me manually scanning everything. Like, that's a fresh hell. I think about this sometimes.
Wind is slowing down. The air is getting dense.
I feel like this is a video I'm gonna need to make. Mostly for my own benefit. But the differences between playing a game and then streaming a game.
This fog is very dense. It's affecting the efficiency of our solar panels and wind turbines. Based on my calculations, it shouldn't last for long.
Okay, got them all. Oh, hello, pissed these guys off. I didn't even see them there. Shit, these things have a lot of HP. Alright, up here, tons of meat. I wonder if there's a maximum on the amount of animal biomass that I can harvest. Probably. And part of the reason why I'm doing this is there's a couple of really neat blueprints that I'd like to get. I did not actually notice these guys at first. Okay. Brain. Gone. Games and things that are different to stream and record versus play. One of the biggest ones is just grind in general, or anything that takes, like, inordinate amounts of time. I think that kind of thing can be made into something interesting if you're a good enough YouTuber or streamer or whatnot. But I find from my perspective, as somebody that's been doing this for years... Right. Gotta make sure I scan them all first. Thing is, I can scan them. Scan him. Should probably just bust out the nukes, but... But anytime there is any kind of mechanic that is slow, it is 1,000 times... There's a game that I really want to play that is like, you're building this like sandship factory thing as like an automation sim. And it's a really good mobile game by all accounts, but you have to wait for anything to get done. And not in the way of like, yeah, I need to wait for like 50 electrical engines to be made on the line, and my line's not very efficient, so it's going to take a while. No, it's like one of those artificially enforced, like, time limit things. I think that's one of those that, you know, if you're just playing a game idly, doing whatever, it's not a big deal. But anytime a game is just like, and come back in a couple hours, and then it'll be done, I'm just like, instantly check out on the game, and I almost never come back. Not necessarily because it's good or bad, but just because... unrecordable. You know, how do you even make content on that? Woo. These guys are getting punchy. So there was a game to this. You know, as a way of really maintaining this is how long you should be playing. I think that sort of thing works incredibly well. But from my perspective, it's just kind of like, I live off of having a backlog. The explanation of this is getting a little rough, but point remains, for the most part, it's very much one of those situations where... Oh, dang it. But it should be fine. We want all of... And unfortunately...
Orbital scanning finished. We have located rich titanium deposits in orbital scanner interface.
Acknowledged, Mr. Riggs. We will finally be able to gather...
Okay. Give me a second. I need to break these. Okay, there we go. Back here. Go back to just grabbing this. If we're lucky, we can get all of this done before the next attack. Because if I can do that, then we don't have to worry at all about any of this even ever getting damaged, and all I have to do is just leave it as just basic Okay. The equation here. There's a geothermal vent. Not that I care about those too much. Like, they're good. Don't get me wrong.
The rain is over.
Okay. Grab that. Grab that. Okay. Oops. We're gonna need some AI cores for this, aren't we? I should space these out tremendously more. Because we don't even know where our enemies are going to be attacking from. And with a wall this big, it's better to lightly protect the areas that almost never get attacked. And really identify where the problem points are going to be. For example, this area probably never going to get attacked. This corner, very likely to get attacked. Okay, power, gas power plant, geothermal. Okay. There we go. I definitely cleared some of these places out before. I bet enemies respawn whenever there's like a wave. Okay, so if I put that there, should be good. Oh, I see. There's the ironium deposit. I don't know. Okay, once again, let's just get these fences down. I'm not going to be able to get every cobalt deposit here, but I'll be able to get a number. Okay, put these here. Do I want to... Damn it. Oh, no. Wait, did they fix it? They might have. Because this used to be an issue. Holding Alt while moving would put you into that kind of permanent movement loop. And I was not a fan. Okay. That's so far so good. But yeah, I'm not going to be able to hook these up. At least not this way. So we're just going to have to bypass down. We might have to reconnect much of this. More cobalt. 2. That's at a ridiculous amount of water. I can use that to specific... No text selected. Did we get it all done? We did. Holy shit. That was fast. Should figure out gas filtering plants. Oh. It just takes sludge. Huh. I guess I should start working with some sludge then. Well, what else do we have to research while we're here? We might as well grab the flamethrowers. Small mines. Power fist. I really wish you could actually select the higher tier ones, but is what it is. Azonite mining. Corrosive gun, which just sounds interesting. Magma power plant. Now that's one I want. What is the advanced magnetic stable and laser tower? I think it requires plasma. No, it requires palladium. That's what I'm lacking. Down. So here's the question. What's not connected? Well, this is weird. I'm just gonna go down the... nah, we still need uranium. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to go out of my way to get some other resources. But I'm hoping I can have this giant farm.